Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud, and this is Final Reckonings episode 19 recap, The Walking Dead. I was going to record this the other day, immediately after watching it, but something didn't grab me. I mean, nothing grabbed me, I wasn't enthused, I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad, I wasn't anything, and I couldn't figure out why. And I finally figured it out. This should have been called the episode of Deja Vu's. Fucking repeats. All right, we're gonna see what trivia twice in a season now. We're gonna see Bananas and Tony eliminated twice in a season. And then it's going to be revealed that the winner can choose to not split the money with their partner. We've seen that in Rivals 3. But what else? Bananas loses twice in one season. We've actually seen that before, too, in Battle of the Exes 2. Kara ruins a relationship on TV. She's done that before. She ruined her own on Bloodlines. We're also going to get an eating challenge of sorts. We've had that before this season, So when all this shit was happening, yeah, I really couldn't put my finger on it for the longest time. But now that I figured it out on why I didn't want to talk about it in the first place, I figured I might as well talk about it now. No, let's try and get some good shit out of this. All right, Joss and Sylvia win. Painfully wrong. Again, this is the second trivia or whatever, and as soon as I heard that that's what the challenge was going to be, it's like, God damn it, TJ. And sure enough, it's like, I love trivia, guys, and stuff. And this is always the time where I find TJ probably the most annoying. When he's so full of himself, he's like, everybody knows that I love trivia, and that's when I laugh my ass off maniacally while I fuck with people and stuff like that. But whatever. That's not good stuff to talk about. Let's find something positive here. Justin and Sylvia win. That's positive, right? I mean, I don't dislike them at all. There's, out of Hunter and Ashley, I don't really care for Ashley right now. Cara, Maria, and Marie, I like neither of them. Who else is there? All memorable players, obviously. But, there's no one there that I dislike necessarily. Who the fuck am I missing? I'm drawing a complete blank. Oh, Bananas and Tony, yeah, but they're eliminated. Oh, Polly and Natalie. I like Natalie. I think she looks nice, But, okay, positives. Nothing positive here. But I remember some question... Ashley got it right, and she's like, I'm a genius. And then TJ's like, that's for fucking fourth graders or something like that. And then he went on with the remarks and the retorts. What the fuck else did he say? He's like, we're all now dumber for that answer or something like that. And I don't know. It's fucking... he's the host, but he's such a jerk. I don't know. I always think of would Pat Sajak be like this? No, he wouldn't. He'd be a classy motherfucker. Alex Trebek. I can name so many hosts that would be just better at this, Oh, you ever watch The Chase? Watch The Chase. It's a trivia thing. That blonde chick, I don't remember her name. I just remember the big beast that answers the questions. She asked the questions. But yeah, fucking, oh my God, she is... she's way better than TJ. Anyways, positive. Okay, so when you get a question wrong, you have to walk through the curtain of electric wires, and it's, what was it, 7,000 volts? And this is negative, actually. They shocked people on the challenge before? I think they threatened to on Rivals 2 as an elimination, but it was a bunch of bullshit. But anyways, when I saw these electric wires, I had yet another deja vu. When I was running this stupid ass, pathetic ass Tough Mudder, For those of you who don't know, it's kind of like a final. I remember I told my ex host, he's still a co-host, he's just not here right now. But I remember I told him, I was like, oh my god, we should do this thing where it's like a 12-mile trek and there's like obstacles and stuff. And I'm like, we could treat it like a final, Dave. And he's like, yeah, man, totally. We get there, we pay like $275, something like that, and he's running it. I am not. Like I'm jogging. I'm trying to keep a nice pace, and I train wrong basically. But and I would have lost that final had it been a final. Uh, anyways, so I get to the end, and when you're a beginner, instead of being able to like this is the last obstacle before it's all done. You know, you jump on something and swing down and fall. It's actually kind of fun and I'm sure exhilarating. But when it's your first year, you actually have to. There's like a shitload of people lined up, and you have to, and that's where all these wires are. You know, you saw 5 rows of wires in this episode. It's basically like that, but there's no space in between it. It's just a shitload of wires hanging there. So they're all standing there. They're all drinking, laughing at people running through this thing, right? And it's like there's mud. There's mud everywhere. So people are getting shocked and stuff, right? I'm running through there and I'm getting shocked, but it's not like painful. It's just more like I was going to say it's shocking, but it's mostly like, hey, you know what I mean? Like a little nerve reaction sort of thing. So I was like, I could handle this. So I was just going through it. And I don't know if a cluster of wires hit me all at once, but it hit my fucking head and I blacked out. I came to and my face is in the mud. I come up and I'm like, what the fuck? And I can't see anything. Like I am blinded by mud. And it actually hurts too. The sand and shit is getting in my eyes. And I eventually get through this obstacle of electricity, and I hated it because at the end, no one's like, "Woo, way to go!" Everyone's there to just point and laugh at your dumbass. You're like, you paid $275 to do this shit. To feel alive in your 30s? Fuck you. So there was no towels there, is what I'm getting at. So I'm like blinded and like. I think they hand you drinks. No, they don't even hand you drinks. They hand you your completion shirt, your shirt that says "I ran stupid ass Tough Mudder." And what was I gonna do? Like wipe it off on my new shirt and shit? It was awful. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that this electric thing, it was effective, I guess. I don't know. I found that story that I took out of it way more engrossing. Natalie and Polly defeat Bananas and Tony in Milk and Cookies. This was, again, it was like deja vu and shit. Even the part where they hold their arms up and they have to wait there, and if they let go of their arms, the bucket falls down. They did that shit in Inferno 1, So I was just, I just have all this information about the challenge in my mind. I'm like, nope, seen it. Nope, seen it. I mean, in the back of my mind, like unaware, what would you call it? Subconsciously. I was just like, seen it. But consciously, when I was watching it, I was like, okay, like I was trying to put on a smile and enjoy the episode and stuff, and I just couldn't. Let's find some positive in here. All I'm getting are facts. Tony and Polly ate their milk and cookies just fine. Turns out it didn't really come down to that at all. So that sucks that they had to drink that congealed milk. And it came down to Natalie and Bananas holding up their arms. They went for 5.5 hours. It's a shitload of time. They didn't talk to each other. I remember that being noted. Because it's such a fucking weird, bizarre relationship. It's basically Bananas wants to get laid. Natalie is like, no, you're a friend. And Bananas is like, I am the king of kings here. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, Hannah, I miss you. That's his ex snowboarder girlfriend. But yeah. So when Bananas loses, It's not like, yeah, good triumphs over evil or hot triumphs over rich. Like I didn't know what to think really because I'm like, well, they've lost twice already, so I don't feel shit. And going into this, I know that Bananas is not very good in elimination, so I don't know, whatever. Winner can choose not to split $1 million. Yeah, so all these people are in the final. They bring back the Rivals 3 scenario where, you know, me and my partner, we have to do a series of little missions and stuff, but like whoever gets it done first overall has more points than his partner. And, and then it comes down to, but this time it's whoever wins overall gets to choose. So really we could have one winner once again. And it'll depend on who wants to be an asshole or not. Of course, when this happened in Rivals 3, that asshole was Bananas, and he chose to keep all the money from Sarah Rice. He justified that. I thought it was complete bullshit. Or he tried to justify it, I mean. I remember him saying, he's like, well, TJ, I don't know how many more of these challenges I got left in me, right? So and I got to look out for my future, so I'm going to take the money and run. A whole shitload of bullshit. How many seasons ago was that? How many fucking seasons ago was that? And then when he's eliminated by Natalie and Polly, he's like, people think that this is going to make me stop. No chance. No fucking chance. I'll be back every fucking time. I've won 6 of these. I ain't stopping now, or something like that. So I'm like, oh God, like just try and lose with some dignity, please. Anyways, you could choose to split the $1 million this time. I don't know. I guess the one question that I ask myself is, do I want to see someone keep the money? And would that pack the same punch? Because, Bananas taking the money from Sarah was almost it's like he totally could do it. You could just see it. You're like, he could, but will he? Will he not like the whatever the blowback from all this stuff, the bad reactions and stuff? No, it doesn't fucking matter. Are you kidding me? He's hosting First Look and shit. So all that shit, it happened. He did it. It actually saved the final at that moment. That season was boring anyway, so it should have happened. With this, you look at Joss and Sylvia. I mean, they're just sort of there. They perform well together physically. Natalie and Polly, it wouldn't make any sense if they took it, if they took it from each other. And I really don't care. Who else? Cara, Maria, and Marie. I could see one of those two taking it from each other for sure. That's not a friendship. Nah. And who else? Hunter and Ashley. They could do that. They could steal it from each other. I could see that. Yeah. But it wouldn't matter too much, they came in as replacements. Does anyone remember that? That's it. Holy shit. Well, you know what? The final is next week. It's timed, of course. Now, I guess the question is, do they show the winner in next week's episode, or do they stretch it out for 2 reunions, and at the end, maybe it's a live reunion, and they're like, okay, now the winner are the pair are these people, and then the big question, everyone's looking forward in their seat, they're like, hey, are they gonna take the money or what? So it'll be a live thing. So I think if they're gonna do that, if they're gonna make us watch the reunion like that, might as well do it like that. I don't know, but I don't like the reunions at all. God damn it. Well, first world problems. Am I right? Well, that was the end of that. Like, subscribe, comment. This was Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.